All right, we got people on already. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Janine. How we doing, folks? We're live at JTH Construction Studio. This is Porch Time. How we doing tonight? Hello, Angie. Hello, Geneva. Biggest reason I popped on in here is pay attention to Zach, and there are some heavy storms. There's Bethany Latham. There are some heavy storms over in far western Illinois. Tornadoes in Missouri and things like that. Not sure if they're gonna hold up to get to us, but I'm watching Indiana Storm Hunter Zach. Right, exactly. Today was beautiful, Beth, and don't want to hear about storms. I agree 100%. And I invited him to Zoom in. He's like, I'm probably going to be right in the middle of it. So I said, I understand. But he'll message me if things start breaking down or deteriorating over this area, and we'll do what we can to get it out there. Pay attention to his side or whoever you follow. Just kind of be a weather watcher over the next few hours. There's nothing worse than going to bed and getting woke up with that siren none of us want to hear for a very, very, very long time, if ever can. Hello, Kayla. And that brings me with Kayla and Tristan here. Let's just do sponsors real quick before we get to some very important announcements. Hello again. Once again, we're live at JTH Construction Studio. Get a hold of Joe Hankins for all your construction needs. 765-913-8599. American Basement Solutions. Hello, Becky. Mr. Larry Ralph Sr., 1-877-409-2837. Fathom Real Estate, Teresa Mesmer. Contact Teresa for all your real estate needs. 765-341-8911. Tomorrow morning, you're a racing family. Live from Monrovia. It'll be muddy. Could be muddy. Wellspring with Bob Goodrum Group, 765-346-6661. Hello, Tina. Hello, Becky. That's it, Becky. Hello, Becky. How you at? The Yard Barber. Contact Andrew Payton at the Yard Barber, 765-318-4108. Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress. Get a hold of Mark, 765-342-4339. Shop local. There you go. Shop local. Livewire Electric Consulting. Call Tommy Walls at 765-792-4012. They need a licensed electrician to work for them. They need to hire somebody. Tommy stopped us the other day and he said, hey, find me a licensed electrician. Couldn't work for a better guy if you're in the electrical field. All I did was ever start fires and get shocked, so that's why I chose not. Get a hold of Tommy Walls. Tommy's a good man. 765-792-4012. Dids Comfort Systems. I haven't turned my air conditioner on yet. Paid for it last night. 765-346-0195. But it's going to snow Sunday night, so I can't do it. Hometown Nutrition, where our lovely ladies work. 765, and I just burped on Mike, by the way. Excuse me. 765-315-0738. Protein shakes, iced coffee, boosted teas, and smoothies. Logan's Cosmos. 765-318-3388. She's currently in Galveston. While I'm here. I'm not going to talk about that. Drink the Creek, Cedar Creek. Won't be long. May 20th, right around the corner. 12 concerts, 26 bands. Starts May 20th. If you've never been, go. Gotta go one time. It's beautiful out there. Hello, Dana. Hello, Sherry. Coming up Friday, May 12th, the Martinsville Rotary, with which Bethany about to become the president of the chapter, or head grand poobah, or whatever they call it. Out at Cedar Creek, they're doing the silent disco. Tickets are on sale at Eventbrite. $20 in advance, $25 at the door. Get out there, have fun. If you've not been to a silent disco, Oh, Teresa. See? Look at that. Linda, it's the Italian comes out in me. It's dark. Keep the hair. There you go. Linda said it. Bethany, I can't get it shaved. Teresa says I had mine air on for weeks. Steve wears long undies, so I bet Steve loves hearing that. That's Friday, May 12th out at Cedar Creek. That's Rotary Club putting on the silent disco. Tickets at Eventbrite. $20 advance, $25 at the door. Angie, it is really fun out there. Good food, and if you drink, there's plenty to drink. If you smoke cigars, there's plenty of cigars. Great music. Hello, Suzanne. Hello, Tracy. And the music's awesome. Just the whole atmosphere out there it's a very cool place. And Rob brings in some good talent. Don't forget our Shave for the Brave is 6'3", which isn't far away, so I'm going to have a decision on the hair. I've got it cut, actually. I cut it not long ago. I didn't cut it. Got our golf outing, April 29th. We still need sponsors. We still have room. We have room for a few teams. Get a hold of Beth. Sponsors. $365 for a team and a sponsor. You're not going to beat that this year at all, no matter where you go for an event, golfing event. And it's at Foxcliff. And Doug does a hell of a job. We just talked to Doug the other night. He can't wait. We have a blast when we're out there. Now, we're going to talk about that elephant in the room. There's not really an elephant in the room, but pet peeve of mine, number one, do not post pictures of accident scenes or crime scenes or things like that. I know 99.9% of the people on here right now do not do that, but hopefully somebody sees it later. They're aware of it, they'll know. Not post pictures of crime scene page. You drive by and there's a horrible accident. All you got to do is avoid West Morgan, avoid South St. Clair, avoid bad wreck. That's all you need to know. I have never had to do with the coroner and some of the officers and firemen, EMTs in this community that have to do when they have to take that drive out to a family's home and tell them that one of their relatives are deceased or seriously injured, or it's just a horrific thing. We have had in the past people find out the hard way through social media. I am not going to do that. I could not do it in person. I would not want that task. My brother has had to do that. And he has told me it's one of the most gut-wrenching, heartbreaking things he's ever had done in his life. I can't do that. So I'm not going to have a site where it's going to be done. Hello, Karen. Hello, Christine. What's up, Rich? I am not going to do that. I'm not going to allow a site to do that. I would rather delete the entire page and start completely over. And that would be the first question. Or first thing. Do not post pictures of crime accidents or scenes or whatever on this page. You'll get instantly removed. I hate to be a jerk about it, but you think about it. The firemen are there going through that. It's emotionally draining them. They're seeing this. Their adrenaline's running. They're trying to save lives. And that is an image they're going to take home and see. And God forbid they have a rough night. They wake up. They punch up Facebook the next morning, go to the community page. Oh, and there's a picture of the wreck that they had to deal with last night. Same thing for police officers. They got to secure the scene. And they got to do how it happened, what happened. And then God forbid they got to go talk to the family. Yeah, your son, your daughter, your dad, your mom, sister, your aunt, your uncle, whoever was killed in a traffic accident. Oh, you already knew? Because so-and-so had to be the first person to get out there and snap a picture and throw it on Facebook. Because they saw a lifeline coming in. They knew it was bad. Nobody gets a medal for doing that. You know that. There's no money sent to you. There's no medal and there's nothing. And I hate ranting like this, but it irks the hell out of me. EMTs, same thing. They deal with this stuff every day. The last thing they want to do, they want to pop on a little social media, get some dopamine going, yays, and all of a sudden, oh, there's that horrific wreck. What's up, Brett? There's that horrific wreck that I'm trying to get out of my memory. Front and center. I often wonder why news channels do that anyway. I don't get that. I know it's you're not being a jerk. Good for you standing up for the victims' families. 100%, Angie, and that's how I feel about it. I don't I don't condone that at all. I don't like it. Oh, Joan, that was one of the first things 5 or 6 years ago when we started the page and a few people got on. There was a wreck south of town, and it was on 37 then. And it wasn't fatality or anything like that, but it was a wreck. Car spun off the road, had a wreck. Accident. It happens. First person had posted wreck on South 37 towards Bloomington. Next person gives a description of the car and the make and the model, and it took off like wildfire. And you had parents, well, what color was it? Was it blue or was it black? And now they're you can sense the panic. And I don't want my site to be that way. I will not. I just cannot do that. I could not be the officer that goes up the house and knocks on the door and say, "Hey, Mrs. So and So and Mr. So and So, your kid's not coming home." So I don't want my page to be. Beth just asked. I don't want my page to be that way. So not being mean. I know some people think we're jerks by doing that, or I'm a jerk by doing that, but it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to allow that. We let some things slide. But like yesterday in the conversation, the CRT thing was big all week, and we've had tornadoes, and we've had arguments, and we've had this and that and going on. It seemed to be a bunch of things going on in the community all together. And one individual said, well, we need the news because, the reporter doesn't do this or CBK doesn't do that. And there's no real news affiliate anymore except with the Here and Here. And I get that. I respect that. But the news from us to you, exactly true. Go walk with Mr. Ellis one time. Yeah. Go ride with Mr. Ellis one time. Exactly, Larry. Exactly, Larry. Ride with Mr. Ellis one time when he has to go to the scene as the coroner and decide A, B, and C, or he can go home. Guess where he's got to go? He's got to take that ride. And I know my brother's done it, and I know other officers, EMTs, firemen. You're very welcome. Doing very well. Hello, Tammy. I get the urge for news and information. What's called? I think at one time it was called the Martinsville Community Information, and that's why I did what I did. I felt that CBK was letting us down. I felt the reporter was letting us down, and that's one reason why I want to do this. If I could do this all day long, I'm sick of hearing the information that we would blare on here. We would do it all day long. If I had enough money, I'd buy my own damn radio station and tie this in with it. That's beside the point. The flow of information in a society where information has to be given to us right now. Tracy, I'm the same way. My kids are adults. One's in Texas, one's in Bloomington, and one's in Indianapolis. And I'll text them and I'll say, check in. And they know I'm a pain in the ass about it. I will not quit until they tell me or they reply and they tell me where they're at. They hate it. But that's apparent. It's just the way it is. So, the flow of information, I get it. We want to be that source to provide that information. We want to be that. Says anybody driven by the venue tonight? I forgot that the show was going on. I should have went down there and went live, but I wanted that thing to. It's the first show, first movie. I didn't want to interfere. I ain't more times here. I just thought it was to be a good thing. See what it draws. If anybody's been down that way right now, let us know. Be curious what the crowd is. I'm getting ready to leave here in a little bit. Beth, go for a drive. Give me something to eat. I may drive by there. Ron and Lisa, you're so horrific acts are not something to be sensationalized. Exactly. So insensitive. 100% Ron and Lisa. And I'm not saying people bad that do it. But what is the point? you're not going to get a medal. There's no award for that. Nobody's going to come give you money for being there. I'm here with my 6-year-old and nephew, and we're loving it. There's a lot of people here. Good, Tammy. That's awesome. Good to go. So that's a fun thing for town. But anyway, no pictures, no videos. And what happened was that the incident occurred, and I know it's going to hit the page, but I tried to avoid deleting as much as possible and let the first one go. And then I don't know what happened. One got through with a video and a camera picture, and we deleted that. So then I made my little post, hey, no pictures. And after that, I probably got 4 or 5 or 6 others right in a row. Photos, videos of the whole thing. There you go. Listen to Susie. And I'll get back to it here in a minute, Colton. And I don't praise him enough for what he does because he's an asshole to me. I love him, but he does work that I couldn't do. And this is one of them. And Susie's hitting around him. Believe me, I have lived this. I've had your brother in my house, and I'm glad that I use our son. First-hand experience right there. Exactly what I'm. And God bless my brother and Mr. Ellis and anybody that has to deal with that. I could not. I get too emotional, too angry. My heart grieves for Susie right now and anybody that has to deal with that. Because and I'm not, my page is not going to do that. I'll delete the whole dang thing and scrap it. Start over before I allow that to be a normal. It's not going to happen. God bless you, Susie. Or Susan. That's tough. And you know what? I've talked to Tim about it, and he says it is, as I said, it is the most gut-wrenching, Colton knows, gut-wrenching, heartbreaking thing any first responder, policeman, fireman, EMT, coroner ever has to deal with. And I could not imagine. I could not imagine. Anyway, that's how I feel about that. So in 6 months from now, we'll go through it again. Something terrible will happen, and somebody will post a picture, and it makes me want to reach this, yank him. Trust me, it gets the blood pressure up. Exactly. The weather, Colton, massive line of storms out in western Illinois right now. I was trying to get Zach on here to zoom in. He's covered up. I figured he would be. I'm going to watch his stuff, Indiana Storm Hunters, but watch who you want. I'm not telling you have to watch Zach. I just like the guy. He's a good guy. He's easy to work with. And he's right more often than not. And they've got spotters. I like it that they got spotters all over the state. Storm chasers. He's military. He's a young dude. He's a Purdue fan. That's one mark against him, but it is what it is. So he's watching it closely. There are tornadoes associated with these storms, but they're a long way from us. He said between 10 and 11 they'll hit state line. Maybe a little before, maybe a little after, somewhere around there. Just keep an eye on him. If I hear anything from him or see him post anything, I'll gladly share it to the site. He normally, if it's serious, he'll start messaging me like he does last time, like he has 2-3 times. Say, hey, keep an eye on this. Watch your site. He has a Discord that we kind of keep an eye on too. When that's more. So earlier today, they were on Discord talking about it, giving hints where maybe severe weather might pop up. Hello, April. Hello, Paula. So I like the guy. I like his work, and he's been nothing but friendly for us. And been at the Ball Diamonds all day. Fatality on I-69 just north of town, Colton. And of course, we had our gawkers with cameras and videos have to be that first person to get it posted. Got to. So put that on my resume. Awesome. I don't know why the hell they do that. It irks me to know. Tell Sherry. But yeah, fatality north of town. A couple of wrecks. Boom, boom. And it was kind of Blue Bluff had one, and then I think two, and then north into town, all within the same time frame. So it was very confusing. And photos were being taken, and don't even describe the car. There's no reason to do that. Exactly, Kelly. Let dispatch describe the car to the officers or the EMT or the fire. That's their job. That is what they do. That is what they're trained to do. We are not. I'm not. What's up, Dean? It could, Casey, honestly. And it's nothing that I want to deal with. It is probably my biggest pet peeve on that site, on any, not just our site, on any social media site. I mean, it's the logic in it to me. And I see the whole picture because I have family that they're police officers and friends that are firemen and friends that are EMTs. Exactly, Kelly. Yeah. Don't ever wait for. I was leaving work when you text me that. Delete it. If you're not an admin on that page, message all of us. Beth, Corey, we'll get it deleted ASAP. It was probably a mistake you got in, but just delete it. I was driving. I think it was on Ronald Reagan when you sent me that, and I clicked on it, saw it, deleted instantly. So, but the logic that there's EMTs, they have to live with that every single day. Firemen every single day, police officers. It's horrific, and let alone the family. That is somebody's lifeline. That is somebody's life taken in an accident, and all you're worried about is that first pick post on Porch time. I'd rather you go on that page and cuss me out than do that. Tell me I have an ego than post crap like that. I know I'm ranting, but you should have heard me earlier. I've calmed down, believe it or not. Anyway, from what we've been told, there's a decent crowd at the movie at the venue downtown. Hello, Jessica. That's good to hear. First show down there tonight. It's a beautiful night for it. Minions, I think, was the show. Do not forget, Friday, May 12th, out at Cedar Creek. The Rotary is putting on a silent disco. $25 at the door, $20 in advance. Go through Eventbrite. This Sunday at 7, tomorrow. Forgot where I was at. Sunday at 7 p.m., Porch time. Nathan V-Way and the MHS dance team for Riley will be in studio. Their final event is coming up at the end of the month, and they're going to come in and talk about it. Great group of kids. They do the dine for dinners and all that stuff all year round to make money, and he goes to Camp Riley, or to Riley Hospital Children. So it's an awesome event. They're coming in Sunday. As we're speaking on Discord, weather discussion includes Central Indiana and Southern. That's Zach. He's on Discord, so they're talking it up right now. You know what? We're just gonna do this. We're gonna click over to Discord and see what he's saying if he's involved in it. What is today? It's an app that you can set. It's an app where you can set stuff up, communicate back and forth with. A lot of your Twitch people that are online all the time, they use it. Marginal severe threat will continue the next couple of hours, and it's basically South Central Illinois, West Central Indiana from 70 south. Terre Haute, Vincennes, Evansville. I'll see if you can't. And I'll copy and post that pic, and if Zach doesn't, if you guys can see that, the circled area. A line of severe thunderstorms are continuing their way across south central Illinois this evening. These storms are already overperforming the originally anticipated, hence the issues of a level 2 risk by 9 p.m. And that's over in Illinois now, not here. Got the disc. We do expect weakening before crossing the state line, but it's a marginal risk for severe damaging wind and hail remains. A tornado is not off the table, but the threat is very low. Okay. So that's not the end of the world. We can handle that. Anyway, back to your regular scheduled program. All right. That's all I had. Got our golf outing coming up. We need sponsors still. We need teams. Cannot wait to get out there at the end of the month, April 29th. Talked to Doug the other night, Mr. Mullen. He is a wonderful human being and has done magic to that golf course. We will have fun with that. We got the Shave for the Brave on the 3rd of June, where Linda Ralph told me not to get my hair cut. Bethany, maybe I can shave my beard for Shave for the Brave. How about that? I'm liking the hair. At 55, and it's messy. Washing. Very little gray, so I cannot complain. Anyway, anybody got anything else? Hey, thank you to my sponsors. I saw a lot of you the other night. You don't know just what you mean to us in this program and all we do. Without you guys, we can't do this. And there's always room for more. If more of you come on, maybe we do this longer and every day. But we appreciate the ones that we have. They're good, solid people. We are blessed by having them. And it seems like every one of them are good people in the community. And Teresa's been on here. Larry's on here. Bob Goodrum's always on. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts to you guys. Appreciate what you do. And I want to say this. And I don't ask for this, and nor do I want it. But when we get take a beating like we do every now and then on there, the admins of that page go through hell a lot. We get accused of this and accused of that and doing things and doing that. And the whole thing is to keep the page fluid and the flow smooth. And not everything is always hunky-dory. And it's not going to be. CRT is a tough conversation for a lot of people. I have my own opinions on that. If I wanted to be a jerk, there's things that I could post on there every single day that would lead to fight after fight after fight. I don't do that. I used to sometimes. And we'll see what happens when we get into election cycle in the coming months for president. But there's things that we let through and there's things that we don't. And we try to, I get the blame and that's fine. I'd rather them blame me. But we talk amongst the group. And I've talked to Penny about stuff. And I talked to myself and Bethany and Corey are in a conversation pretty much 24 hours a day. So we try to weed out certain things that are going to cause an issue. And you try to look at both sides. And you try to say this. And you try to say, we get a reported post about once a day. And we're like, our first question is, well, why'd they report it? Because when I know people like, oh, we get stuff reported all the time and your site doesn't get shut down. I don't want it to get shut down. I don't want it to get to that point. I know sites that have got shut down. I don't want to get to that point. So we try to look at everything. We try to look at all angles. But sometimes the stuff that we get in fights with on our page, take it to your page. Don't post it on your page first and see what the reaction is. And if you think it's going to lead to a fight there and you're going to bring it over to us, you're just wanting to fight. So don't do that. And there's things I've deleted and went back and go, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. And just like the other day, the gentleman said he was upset about a restaurant. I couldn't tell you what it was about. He may just have bad language in it. I was like, I'm not dealing with that tonight. I delete it. You get something deleted and you want to talk about it, message me. I've seen that, Nicole. Message me. I'll talk with you. It may not be what you want to hear. But we can talk it out. I can explain my reasoning to you. Don't wait a month. and come back and say, hey, I don't like you now because you deleted a post 30 days ago. You know how many posts we delete on a daily basis? You know how many CRT posts that we deleted before we let the ones in that we did? There had to have been like 30, if not more. Had to have been like 30. I'm getting coached. I'm getting coached now. Anyway. I noticed what you're saying, Beth. Anyway. Time to get off here. We got storms rolling in. May not be horrible. Probably just get some wind, a little rain here and there. No big deal. Just watch the weather. Keep an eye on whatever site you follow. We follow Indiana Storm Hunters. And that's the key, Kelly. Don't post pictures of accidents. That's the biggest pet peeve. Cannot stand that. And you know what? You EMT people and fire department, police department, coroner, all you guys involved, God bless you. Because I could not do that. You guys catch a lot of shit. But that is one job 90% of the people could not do. Could not do it. You know, it's they want to knock them down. Traffic stops and drugs and crap like this. Go work the scene of a fatality accident one time. And your whole demeanor will change. Those guys take that stuff home. I'll tell you another group that is overlooked and often forgotten is dispatch. Now, that is some of the things I did in the military is dispatch. Not taking calls like that, communications wise, but we would have to take real world questions and problems, and also when we were out doing maneuvers, not only did I talk on the radios, but repair and maintenance of everything that we had. So, and there were some real world ones that came in when I was involved that you're like, oh man, and I got to tell this to this general right here that his kid just fell out of a 3-story window, stuff like that. But anyway, the dispatch people are the ones that take that call originally. A horrible wreck on I-69. People, badly hurt. And here's this dispatch person. They got to take that home with them. And the last thing they want to see is a picture of it on Facebook. And I have relatives that work dispatch. It's no fun on days like today. Just common sense goes a long way, folks. Anyway, Beth, got anything else? Haircut, ice cream. I still have ice cream in there from when I bought the tub of chocolate peanut butter from Candy Kitchen. We were down there to save the ice cream because their electricity went out and their ice cream was melting. So they were selling it for what, buck for a cup or something like that. And I know I've got half a tub in there now. So I said, I want the whole tub. He said $30. Oh, I still owe Corey money for that. Corey, are you on? Don't come over and beat me up. I owe Corey money for that. He bought it that day because I didn't have cash. They didn't have couldn't use cards. Oh, like Corey $50 now. So anyway, bought the whole tub. Somebody else bought a tub too. I think Carl. Did you see Carl Gilbert? He did the auction. He went to the hockey game. They sold jerseys, and he was on a lake at 3:30 this morning. Is he on here? Carl, are you on? Probably sleeping. Talk about a dedicated man. I think I woke up last night at 4 o'clock sweaty. Because, I'm too dumb to turn the AC on. And I punched my phone up, and there's Carl. When I went to bed, he was on the ice selling jerseys up in Indy. And I wake up, and he's on a lake somewhere, as clear as glass. And there's no freaking way. It'd take him an hour to get from Indy to where he lives. And then I think he went to Monroe. I'd have been exhausted. I'm exhausted now. I talk myself tired right now. Good man, Carl Gilbert, if you're on. Zach, if you're on, if you're listening, he's probably busy watching Radar out west. Message me, keep us informed. We was talking about Discord, and all of a sudden he popped on Discord, so I think he's listening. I think he's a fan of the show. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. Our site is full of great people, churches, businesses, some outstanding human beings. And 99% of you, there's no issue. None whatsoever. Everybody has good days and bad days. There's days when I want to get on there and Bratz wants to kick in and I want to rant and rave and cuss and moan and complain about everything. We all have that. And sometimes we overlook that. That's why we don't pull the trigger and boot somebody often as we'd like to. As often as Beth would like us to. No, I'm teasing. She doesn't boot anybody. But we always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but sometimes it's tough to ignore. Uh-oh. See? He's listening. He is listening. From Zach. Storms should be weakening by the time they reach Morgan County. They are overperforming still, though. Thank you, sir. See, this is why I like the guy. I mean, I know he's a Purdue fan, but he's on it. You know what? It's good to have a guy like that associated with the page in the area. He's up in Lafayette, but I know they got chasers in the south part of the state, in the center part of the state, and the northern part of the state, and that's a good thing about his. Keep an eye on him. Pay attention to the site. It's springtime in central Indiana. It's what helps mushrooms grow. So, a little rain. Did you see the rain they had down at Fort Lauderdale, or was it Fort Lauderdale in Florida? Like 12 inches of rain in no time. It flooded the airport. Hello, Pam. Pam's over there in Illinois, I believe. I hope she's dodging the heavy storms. Stay safe over there. There's some monster storms over that way, central Illinois. Sunday, it could snow here. Snow flurries. It's not going to stick or anything like that. It's not going to be around. Chance snow Sunday, and then I saw 80s by Thursday. Welcome to Indiana. I don't know whether to put my sandals and socks up yet or what. Could have some big news for next week. I'm just going to tease you. We're trying to get some things done. And I'm getting lit up now. Hang on. All right. I'll have to address that later. Corey's message. Hang on one second. Anyway. You can't hear the word right now? Is that what you said? Beth, can you not hear me? Everybody else can. Beth. Porch time to Beth. Porch time to Beth. Please come in. Beth, I'm not ending the show until I make positive contact with you. Oh. Oh, I get it. I can hear you. It was the S word you can't hear. Hello, Susan. Kevin's about to be fired. I am very much so. Susan, matter of fact, she made a post. They need people. Tommy Walls needs a certified electrician. If you're looking for a good job, work for a great company, local, and one of the best human beings around, get a hold of Tommy Walls. Livewire electrical consultant. Get a hold of him. He told us that the other night. Susan, Humane Society. We can hear you. Hello, JR and Gina. Susan at the Humane Society, they need help. They need people. They need folks. Summer's coming. I don't know if you have to have a certain age or what. You want a part-time job? Could you imagine Could you imagine working at Humane Society helping pets? Be the place to go. Get a hold of Susan. She's on here. She's a good lady. Does a lot for the community. So. Beth, you got anything else coming up? Do we have I got something in there next week, and I'm sorry, I got Battle Buddies. The 26th on air in studio. That's going to be a good show. I want you all to come back and watch that one. That's Jerry Vest and his group. That's a tough deal. But happy to have him on. They're going to come on air. That's in studio the 26th at 7 p.m. I believe. A couple weeks. So I got something next week, and I cannot think of what it is, and it's driving me insane, Beth. We got something next week, and I'm not going to click off my phone until it. And look, got to film me. Got to give me a hint. Drink water. There is a chance of snow Sunday night. Snow flurries. Chance of storms tonight, chance of snow Sunday, and then 80s. Not really. It's all self-inflicted, Nicole. Beth runs rings around all of us, and I'm just telling you. She's on like 17 different boards. And speaking of working hard, Cora, what are you doing? I guarantee he's doing taxes right now. Guarantee you. No, I'm thinking show, though. There's some Battle Buddies on the 26th. But I got something else. I've already mentioned golf outing, the silent disco, the shave for the brave. There's something else, and it's going to drive me insane. I got a show Sunday with Mr. V-Way in here in the Dance Rally Kids. Sunday at 7 p.m. Your Porch Time channel. Yep, still at the office. Corey works stupid hours during tax season. But Beth is on like 13 different boards, has Zoom meetings. Her kid is still good. The pep parade, yes. Her kids play soccer, baseball, basketball, piano, golf, and he's a race car driver, and he hunts. He's a quad driver. And then we get mad when she can't help us. Pet parade. We're doing that damn pet parade, Beth. What day we have the pet parade? We're gonna Porch Time meeting right now. What day we have the pet parade, Beth and Corey? We're gonna make it happen right now. Oh, she's unbelievable, and she's ahead of the Rotary. Uh-oh. Oh, Zach. I'm sorry. Oh, boy. All right, kids. Here he says, don't look now. Latest radar. It just turned on. Zach, he's on. We've been talking about him all night. So here we go. He just sends us this. He just sent me this. This is the latest radar run for Sunday evening, I guess. He'll have to tell us online here. But look at that. That blue stuff, that's not clouds. That's snow. And Martinsville is right on the southern edge of it. But that's snow. That is insane. That is crazy. Where's he at? Stop. Hello, Denise. See, we praise him for his work that he does, and now he's going to snow on us. See what he's doing to us. Hey, as long as those storms lose their thunder, so to speak, before they cross state lines, we'll be happy. Wait a minute. Oh, he's saying that's for early Monday morning, probably around commute time. Oh, super. Ugh, that sucks. Yep. That's early Monday morning. Hello, Leslie. That picture of snow was for early Monday morning. So, hey, new week, Monday. Let's start it off fresh and let's get some snow on the windshield. That was some heavy snow, like further north you went. Crazy. But it's going to be warm the further you get in the week. He's killing me. Wind chills probably around 20 to 25 degrees for central Indiana. We will update on that tomorrow. No. That's brutal. Wow. 20 to 25-degree wind chill. All right. I quit. Outside and enjoy the heat. Beth, that's just dumb. Do you want to build a snowman? That's where we're at. 25-degree wind chill. Hey, the last freeze, frost, normally doesn't happen, but between May 10th and May 15th every year. Look it up. So we're not there yet. And it snowed on Easter before. Maybe when Easter was in March, but I remember it snowing. Yeah, somebody needs to put. What's up, Eric? Somebody needs to give Mother Nature back. All right, guys. Sorry about the rant earlier, but it was needed. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. If we need to get back on later, I will gladly pop on here and give you information as Zach and the other storm hunters bring it down. But fourth consecutive in April. Oh, there you go. He just said this would be the fourth consecutive year for snowfall in central Indiana in April if it snows. I did not know that. That is did not know that. Hello, Lori. Fourth consecutive year of snow in April for central Indiana. I don't like that. Guess that kind of wowzer. All right, you guys, yes, stay safe. Adam just got on. We'll recap real quick, Adam. Heavy line of storms. Good night, Nicole. Heavy line of storms in central Illinois. They're overperforming. But Zach, will there be flurries or I'm never going to get off here tonight? Well, is it just flurries or is it going to accumulate? Heavy line of storms in central Illinois. They're overperforming. They're going to come through here after a bit. Zach doesn't think that thus far we're in too bad a shape. Maybe some heavy winds, some hail. Can't rule out a tornado just yet, but he seems to think that they're going to die down by the time they get to Morgan County. Oh, he answers Beth right away. Just flurries, likely more a rain-snow mix, no accumulation expected in central Indiana. Thank you, sir. He's on it. You guys ask the questions, and he doesn't hesitate. That is the best weather guy in the state. Exactly. Thank God. Best weather guy in the state. Indiana Storm Hunters. Follow him. Subscribe to him. Help him out. It's good, folks. So anyway, heavy line storms, Illinois. Probably going to die before it gets here. Just keep your eye on it. Watch Indiana weather. Indiana Storm Hunters. Zach will feed us information. I'll post it on the site, or I'll just copy and paste or share from their site. Other than that, it's going to be a terrible Sunday for weather and Monday morning, but I think it warms up later in the week pretty quick. So, typical spring-like thing. Snow and cold one day and then 70s. Anyway, don't post pictures of wrecks and accidents. Let's pray the rest of the weekend is a safe one for all of us out there. Prayers to all involved today in a horrible wreck. And all involved, I mean those involved in the wreck, their families, and everybody that has to work that scene. That is no fun. So, thanks for everybody tuning in tonight. Love you all. Stay safe. I'm gonna go grab me something to eat, and then maybe watch the Cubbies. The Cubbies are out west. Win 2 in a row in LA. You too, Beth. Good night. Love you guys. We will see you soon.